Hello and welcome to the first Bradigor Plays live. You may remember me from the website GameStyle. I have now branched out on my own, and after a few months I'm hoping to now get back into regular streaming. The first game I'll be looking at today is Duelyst. Currently in beta mode, I believe, possibly alpha mode. And this is a deck building strategy game. Anyone who may have played the game Cards and Castles, which I streamed back when I was working with GameStyle, this is a game that mixes up the traditional card battle collecting deck building systems of things like Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone and things like that, and mixes it with a strategic chess style board on which you play. I've had a few goes of this and I've played through some of the single player. I am going to go into a multiplayer game at some point, but what we'll do first is I'll show you the basics of this game. So I'm going to just use one of my starter decks at the moment, and we'll just go into a random battle here. Now, with games like Magic the Gathering and even Hearthstone, I struggle a little bit to really get the concepts of the game and understand what the cards are doing or what effects they actually have. But here, it just feels that little bit easier. So, like those other games, you're dealt a hand to start with, and you're given basically different types of cards and the mana cost that they will cost. Again, anyone who has played any deck builder games before will completely get this. Now, you can change out up to 2 cards to start with, and generally what you want to do is you do want to get rid of some of your higher end cards early on, but I've got a few low end cards here and then just one high end card, so I'm going to keep that because this is a bit of a beast of a card. So anyway, let's dive into our battle here. Now basically you randomly assign player 1 or player 2. Player 1 goes first, you get your 2 mana. Player 2 goes second, and obviously they get an extra bit of mana. Now, unlike your traditional deck building games, and this is where the chess element I suppose comes into it, yes, you get to lay down your cards and use those to attack and things like that, but it all has to do with position on the board. And you can move your character around the board. Any of your cards, basically, once they're placed on the board, you can move them a set number of squares. Each basically player has their main general, and that is whose health points you want to get rid of. They generally have low attack and high health, and the idea is to whittle them down. So you're wanting to basically keep your general safe while using your minion cards and your spell cards and so on and so forth to do damage to the opposition general. So we'll start off here just nice and simple. We'll bring our general forward a bit. And obviously we've got a countdown timer here, and we will put a guard minion on the board and end our first turn. Now it's up to the enemy, and they will take their turn. Now, this is fairly low level, so I should win this fairly easily. But who knows? So he's taking his turn, he's moved forward, and he's put on a card. And cards have, again, like your Hearthstones, your Magic the Gatherings, you've got your basic cards and cards that have extra abilities. So, for example, he's put down a minion that has backstab, and it does extra damage when it's attacking from behind, and it can't be counter-attacked. So the idea here is I do not want to let this card get in behind any of mine, because it will do a lot more damage. So we've got here, we can't add any minions. So what we will do is we'll give this minion here, it's a nice early one, just to get rid of what he's got on the board there, is we will give basically extra damage. And then we can move forward and we can attack and take that one off the board. And we can go again there. So we'll bring our general forward. We can deal 2 damage to a minion, but we'll save that. So obviously end our turn. Now the games with this, even though they're turn-based, I don't think I've had one really that's lasted any more than 15 minutes. Now obviously there is a good chance this might last a little bit longer, as I'm talking through it at the same time. So one of the things you get with this, again like card games, is every time you attack, what will happen is the enemy will counter attack, so you do damage to the amount of your attack and vice versa. Now what we've got here, right, so we can now destroy one of these, but in destroying one we will then also put that back onto the generals. So what I want to do is, this one can attack me from anywhere, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this one, just give their general back some health, and we are now going just to move him to up here. So hopefully he's not quite safe from there, so we could be in a bit of trouble here. Now some of the different factions obviously have different ability cards as well. This can really play into the strategy of how you approach the game. Let's see what we've got here. Now we're not actually getting many minions on, which is a bit of a worry for me at the moment. So general attacking me's just done what's basically, it's a neutral move. He's taken the same with me that I have him, and we're both level as it is anyway. So now what do we want to do? Not got much we can do here. So what I'm going to do is just get safe there. We're being backed into a corner, and we'll do spell. We want to get rid of one of these, so we'll get rid of that one. Deal 2 damage, get rid of him. We've got neither minions on at the moment, so worryingly, we've still got not many minions we can play with. So I'm going to be backed into a corner here by the looks of it. And I'm going to take a bit of a beating. But we can soon put down our Stormental Golem and our Dragonbone Golem, which is going to do massive damage. It's just whether we can get those down. What we can do, see, this is what we can do. Hang on. This is where it can work quite well for us. We get this down and put him... We'll go this side. And then let's get you to there. Let's get him out of the way. Again, I suppose like Magic the Gathering as well, early damage you take can look ominous, but then you can have a late game flurry, which I'm hoping we can do here, because we've got a card called Divine Bond, which will basically give my minion extra attack. So we've gone there. Now what can we do? What shall we do? So let's give... Right, let's go for big here. Let's give minion +1, +1. +1, +1. And then... that. And do massive damage there. And then... damage there. Game over. So again, nice and simple. He had been a caller, but by playing the cards right, you can turn any battle quite quickly. So we've leveled up there. And obviously what you can do is you can build your own custom decks as well. I've built one. I don't know, honestly, how good it is, because again, that was the one thing I was never really good at, was building decks in card games. It's why I generally lost online a lot. But what we'll do, we'll dive into Season Ladder. Actually, before we go into Season Ladder, we've got things here called basically solo challenges. And what these are just very, very quick little challenge rooms, I suppose, that allow you to learn some basics of the game. So this one we're trying here wants us to use Frenzy to defeat the Vitruvian General in 1 turn. And this gives you a good idea on how you can use artifacts and spells to really do some damage. So we've got this one that gives +2 attack to all my friendly minions. And one here that gives all my friendly minions +2 attack this turn. So we're going to do that to there. That to there. That to there. That to there. No, we've buggered that up. Right, okay. See what we did wrong there. So I think that needs to go there first. Okay. And there we go. Hopefully that should take him down to 9. There we go. Right. So yeah, they're basically little puzzle modes, I suppose. And again, they teach you just ways you can use your cards to do more damage. But yeah, that's really cool. Earns you some gold, which you can then use to buy spirit orbs. And spirit orbs basically unlock new cards for you. I don't think I've not got enough to actually do anything yet. You've got your daily quests as well, which I can't actually, looking at these, not going to get any of these done during this stream. So we'll dive in and we'll go and do a season ladder match. I'll use my Linar Kingdoms deck. And hopefully we can get into a game. I didn't have a problem earlier when I tried this, so hopefully I won't wait too long. There we go. So this one, I think, yeah, we're okay there. So we're going first. Let's get a nice ranged attack on. And the ranged attack is pretty much what it says. I can put this anywhere on the battlefield and just do little bits of basically chip away at the general or any minions that are causing me any issues. He's doing the same. He's going for a ranged attack as well. And he's using basically these things here. The mana spreads allow you to get 1 extra mana for that turn. So he's trying to do that as well. Right, so what can we do here? Okay, so we're going to bring that to there, and then we'll bring him out to there. Safely back there. I think that'll do for that turn. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So we'll end that turn. So I'm not expecting this to go well. So he's taken out my ranged attack, which is a good move on his part. Now what I'm going to do is bring out provoke, and then we are going to just bring this down to there. Get rid of that for now and end my turn. So again, you're looking at, you know, what does well for your moves, what you're spending to get rid of enemies, that sort of thing. Okay, I'm in a bit of trouble here. I'm going to get rid add a bit of mana, get rid of what he's got there. And get that out. See, at the moment he's just using what he can just to get rid of everything I've got. So what I want to do now is bring you to there, that to there, that to there. Let's destroy his minion. We can't do that yet, so let's just end that for now. So we've got a couple of guards out at the moment, which I'm hoping can do something for me. So I'm not in a good spot at the moment. But yeah, no, what I've played of this, I really like this at the moment. It does a very good job of visualising the game and the attacks that are possible. So what we can do now is give all our both our minions +1/+1. And then now we're at a trouble now where I've obviously depleted all my cards, which is a worry. So I've now got to do it basically one at a time. So I may not lay any cards next time out. Okay. So we'll put this out. Oh, that was a mistake. Right, okay. This may not go well. Right, he's got himself well positioned now, which is a tough situation to be in. So it's not worth using that at the moment. That was stuck anyway, so we are in trouble. So we'll just move back as far as we can at the moment. Okay. So I'm playing the waiting game. I've got no minions on the board at the moment. So I'm now just trying to stay away. Yeah, we're in a terrible position at the moment. Cards haven't been kind, so I don't think I'm getting out of this one at all, really. Right, now I'm in massive, massive, massive trouble. Wow. Yeah, I'm not getting out of this at all, so I'm gonna... no, we are completely screwed. Yeah, this is over here. There we go. So yeah, that's a loss. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in. I've got a custom deck that I've tried to build, so we will see. Let's have a look. It doesn't show you what they've got, does it? So let's try with my custom deck and see what we get in that one. So considering this is still early access stroke alpha beta at the moment, it plays really, really well. I've not had any major issues with it so far, which is always good. So we go first, and let's bring out a guard, and then that turn. So I want to get this out. This force field ability should be really good for me as a attacking force. So we will now bring that to there. We get 3. What's that do? Oh, he's got no minions out at the moment. Bring that to there. That to there, and I suppose those 2. Okay. So we wait for him to make his move. That's my first time trying out a custom deck, so there's a good chance I've got this completely pear-shaped. Nice, look at that. I was going to leave. I can't move, so what we've got? Give all my minions a +1/+1 attack and defense. And let's there we go. So if once the attack's there, hopefully that means we're safe there. Yeah, that'll do for now. So what you do have, you have some moves that allow you to be a bit more aggressive with your play. Others allow you to do more defensive or control the ball, that sort of thing. Now he will attack him, I believe. So that's gone, but we've taken out quite a bit of health there, so that's not a major problem. So what we've got here. Okay, so let's bring that to there. Bring that to there. Got a nice bit of early damage in there. There we go. And end that turn. Now my general at the moment is still fairly well protected. Okay. I'll be looking to get that one out as soon as possible, that frenzy attack out as soon as possible. So it's now just trying to protect my general as best I can at the moment. Okay. Just add that in there at the moment. I don't want to do anything with that yet, so there we go. Okay, so we've got a couple of good cards coming out at the moment that should hopefully turn the tide a little bit. That's fine for me. Now what I want to do is get... Oh, right, okay, now this is... $18 to $14 at the moment. Now where can I get this? I can't get this out anywhere at the moment. Okay, so that will do for now. We're in a tight spot. Obviously, by this one we've provoked, we've managed to get rid of him. So at the moment, I can actually start moving and attacking, which is what I mainly want. He will try and bring him back into play, though. Okay, I'm in a little bit of trouble here at the moment, I think. We are in a lot of trouble. 5-9. No, this one's over. Yep, this is over on this turn as well. Got myself trapped and lost badly. Okay, why he's not just finishing me off, I have no idea. Just prolonging the agony at the moment. Okay. I'm fairly sure this isn't doing much to save me at the moment, but we'll see. If I get out of this with a win, I will be very, very shocked. Ah, there we go. There's the win. Yeah, there's not much I'm going to do there. It's just going to take one attack and it's done. Why he prolonged it longer than he had to, who knows? But obviously we'll finish this game off now. Obviously this is on Twitch going live, but hopefully some of you are watching this on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter. My username is @Bradigor. No Facebook. On YouTube, just search for Bradigor Gaming, and on Twitch, Bradigor Gaming. But yeah, that's Duelyst. Very, very interesting card battle game with chess elements that works really, really well. You know, even though I'm losing some of these games, it's not a big deal. I don't feel like I'm being harshly done or that I don't completely understand what's going on. I'm really, really enjoying it and look forward to seeing what the final game is all about. But yeah, no, thank you very much for joining me. I shall have a couple of streams coming soon. One of the rally. Probably won't talk much during that one. Whether that's a good or bad thing, up to you guys. And also MXGP 2 on the PlayStation 4. Those are coming next. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you all next time.